Hey there, adventurers! Welcome back to another episode of the Awkward Dungeon Master. Today, we are going to talk about 4 points into welcoming a new player to your table, and 4 ways that you can help set them up for success. Alright guys, the first 4 things you're going to want to know how to do is the keys to welcoming someone to your table. So it sounds really obvious, but you're going to want to make eye contact and smile with somebody as they're approaching you at the table. This is going to make them feel more confident in coming up to you and asking any questions or maybe getting into your game. So as soon as they come up and engage you, which is going to be awesome, you're going to be like, hey, my name is Alicia, and have you ever played Dungeons & Dragons before? If you haven't, let me give you a brief explanation of what Dungeons & Dragons is like, what it's about, and then maybe we can get you started in playing. So if they have some RPG experience, definitely go over any special table rules that you used for your game, because they're going to need to know those. And no matter what, if they want to play, get them set up. Get them set up with a character sheet and whatever other supplies that they need to make a character for your table. The next 4 things that we're going to want to cover today are how to set a new player up for success. There are some really simple steps you can take to make sure they have everything they need. So 1, you're going to want to have extra character sheets on hand for them to use if they haven't come prepared with them, as well as writing utensils. Another option for you if you're leveling your group up all together is you can have some character sheets prepped already, just pre-generated characters at the appropriate level of the different kind of core types. So I would have available, if you're going to do pre-gens, a healer, a caster, a ranged fighter of some sort, whether it be a ranger or a rogue or something like that, and then also a meat shield like a barbarian or a straight fighter. So if you have those 4 basic types of characters, you're going to be all set. They'll have plenty to choose from, and they'll be good to go. Then you're going to want to have extra dice around. This is key. So, we all have extra dice. But if they are not familiar with polyhedral sets specifically, I also highly recommend having sets available where all 7 dice are different colors. So if you have that available for them, you can say, hey, the D8 is the red one, or the D12 is the green one, so that they can kind of learn the shapes of the dice in association with those colors. It sounds really silly, but it's very helpful for people that are having a hard time with that. And then also, if you are using miniatures in your game, you are going to want to have some hero minis available. You don't have to have a ton, but just maybe like 6 or 8 different types of females and fighters and all that kind of stuff for them to pick from. It doesn't have to be super elaborate. And then a player's handbook. I typically keep this always at my table regardless. I keep a PHB on the table with sticky notes to kind of show the core things that you might need. So if you need to look up how much a longsword weighs, or whether a certain weapon is light or finesse or heavy or two-handed, versatile, you have those sticky notes readily available to jump to that page. It also helps when you are buying equipment and things mid-game. So that's not just a welcoming players to your table tip, that is a you should have this out all the time for your players as a resource because it's very handy kind of tip. So those are the 4 keys to welcoming a new player to your table, as well as the 4 ways that you can set them up for success. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, keep it rolling, adventurers.